Yo, what's good YouTube? Today guys, we're gonna play some Clash of Clans guys. As you guys can see, Archer Tower is now level 10 guys. Today guys, I'm gonna talk about how I got kicked out of a Maybach and how I was sitting like in a Maybach for 2 minutes. So, let's start early the day. So, first of all, I was like the day before I was like with a friend and like we talked about, yeah, I really wanna buy like a Mercedes car. So we were like, okay, you know what? There's like a big Mercedes, stuff, like where there are like a lot of cars of this, and tomorrow we can go there. So then it's tomorrow, and I wanted to write to him, yo, let's go there, what time do you want to go? Of course, guys, I was then, okay, yeah, I'm gonna write him afterwards, I'm gonna like do a YouTube video or something like this. Then he wrote like to me, yo, which time you wanna go? I think also, guys, we're gonna attack this one right here. Yeah, let's attack here from the bottom side. Oh, that should be enough. Wait a bit. Alright, so back to it. Then there was like, I think it was like Women's Day or Mother's Day. I know like in America it's not the same date as here in Europe. Wait, oh please don't die. Why are they all going there? Okay, perfect. They got it though. So yeah, it was like Mother's Day, so like there was like a friend, can I go with you, okay? And he was like, can you come search me, and my friend, like that was driving us, or driving me, at the beginning was like, yeah, then, Sosima has to come to me, blah, blah, but at the end, I didn't say anything, I was like washing my hair, and I was like, I'm not gonna respond to that because, I don't wanna drive there. And at the end, he said, you know what, if you wanna come, you have to come with your own car. Because, the main idea, of course, was, of course, we two are driving there, or we are going there, and if you wanna join us, then you have like to move your ass. So yeah, I find it like very nice. I also said to him, afterwards when he came to search me, nicely done, I find it respectable. So yeah, then I was like, okay, he wants to come at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna like wash my hair, take a bath, so at 1:30. Then he changed like plans and came like at 1:46, and like he called me and I was like done, with shower. I was still like without any clothes, completely wet, if you want to say it like this. And yeah, so then I put clothes on very fast, cologne, because also we are going like to a Mercedes dealership, so it can't be that I look like like a poor guy, like not poor guy, but like that you don't look like well fit. I don't know how you say it, but yeah. So then, of course, it's always like we have to do other stuff, before we go there where I really want to go. So then, like, we went like to a market, to buy stuff, clothes, perfume, for them. I wasn't interested at all because for me, guys, I just buy stuff, that I really need, otherwise, that other money, I'm not gonna spend it at all. So yeah, that was about it. Then finally we were done there, and then we went to Mercedes, and there comes like the big thing. So we were like going inside of the Mercedes, of course, like there were like gigantic cars already like outside, and my friend, he has a G63 already. And like he saw then that X times X times 2, yeah, I think it's called like that. I don't know, it's like the G class, but like the much bigger version, okay? I don't know why it's so important that I called you this, guys, but yeah. So we went like inside, and of course, guys, I searched like for my car, and what's very nice about dealerships is like I didn't knew this, like I'm living like so crazy behind like a mountain that I don't even know that when you're going to a dealership you can like sit into cars. And now comes the big crazy stuff. So yeah, we can sit into cars. So there was like a CLE, I think it's called. Yeah, CLE. Am I gonna attack this one? Yeah, we have to. This one has nice loot. Wait, this. Let me just wait again, guys, as you guys know the drill. And let's send it. Let's do here this. And let me also do it right now. Alright, perfect. So of course, like, I set myself in the CLE and was like, it's alright, but like CLE or like these coupes is nothing for me. I don't really much like this because I'm rather tall, like how tall am I? 6'3", 6'4", I don't know. And so for me, guys, I know what a pain it is, like, to be like sitting like behind in the car, and then you have like to, to not be straight, as you want, right up, straight, because like it's not big enough, And so for me, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna buy a car, it's gonna be a sedan, a limousine, so that behind there's also like more room. Also, guys, what I don't like are like these Brex or Avant or how they are called. I don't know. I don't like them at all. I find them very, very disgusting. So for me, of course, it's a sedan. Then, guys, I didn't even see like that GLS Maybach there. Like my friend was, wow, 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 look at this, okay? And there was like a big, gigantic black car, okay? And like then when I saw it, I said, okay, yeah, it's a Maybach GLS. And so my friends, like they said something, yeah, there are people inside, you know. I didn't really much listen. I didn't even really much understand what they told me. And so I was like next to the room, of course, like I tried, yo, let's try to open it, okay? Because I already sat like in the CLE and worked out very well. So let's just try it, you know, because I was also like sometimes at Porsche, I don't know how you say it in English, Porsche. I was like at Porsche with that right friend there, and we could like sit in like these pricey ass cars like a Cayenne GTS or something like this, okay? And it was like no problem, we didn't get kicked. Okay, I got kicked out though of another car of Porsche. It was like a special Weissbach, something like this. I mean, it's understandable, I didn't see it, you know, for me it was like a Porsche like any other Porsche. And so we said, I was like looking through the window and I didn't even see a lot because like the windows were tinted. So I opened up, you know, and then like my friends, oh, back there's some people outside. I was like kind of afraid that there were like people outside, inside that wanted like to buy the car, you know, and stuff like this, you know, like somebody that's like interested like in the car, and there's like a peasant like me opening the car door, you know, to look inside of that luxury, pure luxury. And I was like kind of afraid that I would like destroy like a deal, you know, just by being there. But luckily though, it were like just two guys, you know, working at Mercedes, and they were like, I don't know, like sitting there to be not like, you know, being like outside, but just, you know, chilling. I don't know how you call it. How you call it, you know, when you go to the toilet during like work time, you know, to not work and get money, you know, for doing nothing. Or like people that like smoke cigarettes. I would say that did that, you know, and I asked, hey, can I sit inside? And I said, yeah, yeah, no problem. You know, they were like kind of, you know, like when you sit like at a bench, you know, there's like somebody there. And like you sit then next to them, and then, you know, like they wait like 10-20 seconds to then sit, you know, to go away, you know, because they don't have like the balls to instantly go away, because, you know, they don't want to have that like that weird feeling, but they are waiting kind of like a time to like, how I say it, to make you feel like I'm not going away because of you, but of course, like, you know, they are like going away because of you. Let's just send this right here. This looks like pretty nice. Where's all the loot though? Let me just send here two of them, and then the rest I'm gonna send it right here. Oh, I just used up something very important here. Wait, let me just do this. Boom, boom. How is it looking right here? Let me also like do this. So yeah, I was then sitting inside, like where the driver position was. I was like, okay, it's not bad. And I was also like, because when I'm gonna buy a car, I want, of course, leather with Mercedes. And I was like kind of unsure, because like there are two types of leather. Okay, there are actually three types. There's leather, Nappa leather, and there's also that fake leather, okay? And so I was like, okay, let's see how is Nappa. And actually Nappa is trash. Like, oh, it looks good, yeah, but like from a sensation with your hand, normal leather is so much better. But yeah, I sat there, and like these two guys like went outside, they went away, and like the moment we walked to the GLS Maybach before, I saw like a kind of big guy in a suit, you know, instantly going like back doors, you know, somewhere I don't know where. And so I sat there in front and I was like, look, oh, okay, it's spacey, you know, I can like be straight up. During that time, I heard like my friends moaning like in the GLS Maybach, not because like they were like doing like some funny stuff, no, but like because the GLS Maybach is like even bigger than normal GLS, and it's also like you've got all that special stuff, you know, it's like crazy, you know. And like they sat there like, oh my god, it's so crazy, you have to come back here. Then these two guys again approached us, and they said to me, can you please go away, our boss doesn't want you to be like there. And so of course you're like, man, again, you know, and they said, yeah, sorry guys, you know, but it's very pricey, you know, and if somebody destroys it, you know, blah blah blah. So then I went out, you know, and like that one guy, there was like a German guy and Portuguese guy, and that German guy said me it cost like 180,000. I was just 180,000, and was like, hey, it's a lot of money. Oh, it's 280,000, because as you guys know, I did like here a video about like Mercedes. Let's try to configure it the priciest Mercedes that there is, you know. I did like something like this, and then I came like to the Maybach GLS, and I came like to 130,000 or something like this. So that's why I came like to that conclusion, just because I knew like the how much it costs, you know. Let me just do this here. Okay, that should work out well. I'm just gonna see though, like, if he can 1v1 them. Let me just see. Yeah, then like we got like kicked out, not of Mercedes though, but out of the GLS. And then I like talked like about with my friends. Hey, I wanna look out though for like my car, an E300 DE. And then, you know, that guy, you know, heard me and I said, oh, you wanna buy something? And like I said to the German guy, because German guy like talked with me, and I said, no, just to see, you know, in 3 years I'm gonna buy it if I'm lucky. That Portuguese guy, I don't know, he didn't hear it, or like he ignored that. And then he tried not to sell me, and you really like saw like how he put like his soul into like trying to sell me stuff. And then he was like asking me all stuff, you know, hey, how you want to purchase. And I thought like these were like normal questions, so I said I don't want to take like a credit, like, and he also like asked me what type of car, new car or like used car. I said new car if I have the money, all that stuff. And I also like want to pay in cash, you know. So I really thought like I was like that crazy rich guy, you know. And so like he went like, yo, I'm gonna go to my chef. I'm sorry, we can go then in like in 2 minutes. Then we all went together to another shop in Mercedes, and he really thought like I'm gonna buy it, you know. But I said like I'm not gonna buy anything, you know. I don't have like any money. But he didn't hear it, so I was like, oh, you know, he's like a nice guy, and he wants me to show me around. We watched in the car, blah 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 blah. And then I also asked, is there also like an S-Class? There wasn't any S-Class, just besides the Maybach. And I said, yeah, I still can't sit there, right? No, I'm sorry. And like afterwards, I like talked with my father and said, man, what is this garbage, man? You can, like, you should be able to sit in every car, of course, like if there's like crazy, crazy car, but it's a Maybach, you know, of course it's pricey, yes, but like if it's in the showroom and it's open, you should be able to sit there. And there's also like stuff, you know, like that they pay like every month, you know, if something is destroyed, you know. So yeah, it's kind of garbage, you know. Come on, man. But yeah. So then we were sitting inside of that, and then I told him, yeah, what type of car, and I said then, like I made more and more allusions that I'm not gonna buy instantly. Like I said, like yeah, in 3 years, you know, if I'm even luckier, I'm gonna like buy an S-Class. And then he checked, oh, he's not gonna buy it. And then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, I have to go. There's something. Somebody called me right now. You all know that's completely cap, you know. And yeah, what they were doing, guys, was work fraud. I think it was like just sitting inside a Maybach, you know, and waiting there, you know, doing nothing, you know. Also, that guy was also taking snooze, because when we were like going outside, like away, my friend like said bye, you know, very very loud, and then we looked at him, you know, how he react to it, and we saw how he put like a zen or like a snooze inside of his mouth. So yeah. That German guy was also funny, because I also asked him, yo, what's the difference between a Maybach and a Maybach night version? Because that Maybach was a night version. He said, I don't know, I work here for 3 days. Nice. But yeah, I mean, that's trash. You know, they didn't even have my car that I want, an S-Class. Come on, man. You have all sort of GLS Maybach, all that stuff, you know, but you don't have an S-Class? What the hell? But yeah. But now I know a bit more. I also like don't want a sunroof, because sorry guys, sunroof is garbage. Like, oh yeah, it's nice, very beautiful, yes, but like for tall people, you guys, you can't sit behind. There's a sunroof, you can't sit there behind like straight. But if there isn't any sunroof, you can't sit straight. And my friend, you know, he tried like to be, what are you yapping, man? That's not even true, you know. Man, shut up, man, I swear. Yeah. So I also like, yeah, today also I'm kind of pissed at them, not because of this, but like today I like learned about that Elon Musk is doing all sort of weird stuff, and I had like some actions about like Tesla, and so of course I sold them, and I asked like in a group where like these two friends are inside, hey, do you know like in what I should invest? And they also like invest in stuff, you know. You can like, and now you know, guys, why I'm kind of not mad, but like kind of pissed, because they didn't even answer. They read the message, they were like, I don't care, no, I'm not gonna answer to that. And yeah, now of course also like I learned something else is CFD, guys, is such a scam, guys. Don't invest in CFD. Like I went always when I invest, it's like long-term stuff, and like CFDs takes like 1 or 2 cents like per night, you know. And so I've been investing like since 2 years, and it took like so much money, you know, so annoying. But yeah, can't change it, guys. You just learn every day. Hope you guys still have a wonderful day, though. Smash like, smash subscribe, guys. And let's see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys still have a wonderful day. and bye guys.